M12 1.25. The one that measures 94. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Got bit by these sankuls right here, mosquitoes, man. So I just came back from Ace Hardware. I got 4 of those bolts, the M12 by 1.25. If you guys don't know, that's the bolt that goes through the transmission into the block of your D series or B series. M12 is the thickness of the bolt, right? It's 12 millimeters, and then the thread pitch is 1.25. That's how far the distance is between each thread. It's 1.25 millimeters. The length of it, I got 90 millimeters. That's what I need for my engine stand. The engine stand, they're gonna vary. The length of the little brackets, it's gonna vary. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm working with here. Give you guys a sneak peek last time. Let me show you guys for reals now. So this is what I have here. Beautiful D16 white A here. I don't know where my voice cracked, but let's go ahead and get this on the engine stand, man. So I got my engine stand here. The proper way to get an engine onto the engine stand is with an engine hoist, but I don't have one. So I'm gonna have to whip out some ingenuity to get this thing on here. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take out this pin, the locking pin, and then I'm gonna take out this whole bracket right here. So let me go ahead and get one of these off here, and then I'll slide it out. Just pops off. So now I'm just gonna slide this thing out. Beautiful. And these here, they're semi-tightened because I can still move the arms here. So that's what you want. You want to be able to move the arms right here. So they're not tightened all the way, but I have them somewhat tightened, so I can still move these. Okay, so now I'm gonna tilt the engine on its timing belt side. That way I can expose the block side so I can attach that bracket. I'm warning you, you might see something crazy. Previous owner had a carnage with this car. He sent it a little too hard, I guess you can say. See that right there? That's not good. Definitely not good. So I'll explain more right now. Let me put that bracket on. All right, well, I would suggest putting this thing with these brackets right here, the ones that go horizontal. I would suggest putting these on top here, on these bolts right here. And then you have these brackets here, the ones that have the little openings like slanted. I would suggest putting these in this hole right here, which is a see-through, and then this blind hole here. So it's gonna be 3 blind holes. This one is threaded, it's a blind hole. This one is threaded, it's a blind hole. And this one is threaded, it's also a blind hole. So to give you a little kind of an idea of how it'll look, kind of like a little mock-up setup here. Something like that, and then like that. And then to give you an inside perspective, that one's threaded, right? This one's threaded here. This one's threaded here. And then this was a see-through hole. So, and then these are all blind holes, and blind hole here. Meaning that, you know, it won't go through, so. And where's the hardware? Right here. And these were $5.49 each. Is all you need here. So these are M12 by 1.25, and this will go through like that, boom. And then you can take one of the other ones and run a little test of it real quick, and you'll see how it starts grabbing. Thing dialed in. Make sure you don't cross thread anything, man. That's gonna be crazy. Just a couple threads in, you should be good. Okay, cool. Oh, damn it. This one's supposed to be a little longer. I should be fine, whatever. Forgot about that. At this point, once they're all in, you can go ahead and tighten these here. I'm using a 3/4 socket. It's equivalent to 19. So you're fine with this. Nice. Okay. Now we can keep tightening these. Make sure that it's going in nice and easy. If you guys are really worried, just to give you a reference here, don't try this at home, but this block here is being held only by 2 technically. It has this 3rd one here, but I haven't gone to go get a proper one. This is just a long one. I think it's for the head, from the head into the block, right, sealing it. And then this one, I don't have this one on here because this one's stripped like crazy. It's horrible in there. So I have to do some thread repair in there, do a time cert. So this is being held on by 2. Third one has secondary measures. So don't do this though. Don't try this at home. So with 3, you should be fine. I did leave 4. So as you guys saw, it's all good. I got 3 here. So you guys might be wondering, how the hell is this fool gonna get it up? Got you. So now I'm gonna grab this part of the engine stand. I'm gonna toss it onto here. I'm gonna put the locking pin through here, and then I'm gonna lift from that side. That's right, I'm gonna lift it. Take this thing, literally set it on here. Damn pin. Form is gonna be somewhat trash, but I'll try my best to lift it up. Cool. Woo. Little leg workout. Maybe break a sweat though, for reals, you know? So if you're by yourself, you don't have an engine hoist, that's how you lift it up. So let me tell you guys a little bit about the motor here. So this is a D16 Y8 that I picked up for $100. The previous guy told me that he was racing the car and boom, that's all he heard. So this is a motor that I've been wanting a spare D16 motor so that I can build the single cam Civic. And the reason for that is because I haven't been wanting to put the single cam Civic out of commission. So I want to build a motor on the side. So I got this D16 white, $100. I was like, you know what, screw it. He said the head is still good. We'll see how much of it is true. So actually tomorrow I'm going to disassemble it completely. So I'm going to take off the head. And then I'll disassemble the head in a separate video. That'll be a whole different video. But I'm going to just separate the head, take out the block, the girdle, the rods, the bearings, see what happened. I can almost picture what happened. I'm pretty sure he ran out of oil. Whether he had low oil, the oil pump gave out, he had a leak or something gave out. So he probably starved the motor out of oil. So that basically what happens there is when you starve the engine out of oil, the engine gets hot and then the rods and the bearings are going to seize up. When it seizes up, you still have the force of the motor trying to run through. So when that happened, it just probably went boom, and the rod cap, the bottom one at the bottom of the connecting rod, it probably shot out. And that's in the best case here. You know, this is always replaceable, assuming that nothing in the block is damaged and stuff. Obviously, there's a hole. If the actual connecting rod flew out, then I wouldn't even have bought it because, I mean, you know, there's no use for it. So maybe the block is still salvageable, depending if the cylinder walls are still in good contact. The head supposedly is good. The crank is the one that I'm kind of worried about. The crank might be seized up, or maybe it has too much scoring. And if it did seize up, which it probably did, you know, I'm worried about scoring, gouging, or pitting on the crank. We're gonna see if maybe micro polishing and taking it to a machine shop might get it, might bring it back to life. I'm not sure. So tomorrow I'm gonna disassemble it. I do have some saws coming for this motor, man. I do have forged pistons in there. I need to get forged rods. It's gonna be crazy, bro. The motor that I have in mind for the single cam Civic is gonna be insane. So this is where the basis is starting from here. This blown D16 Y8. It's gonna be a lot of stuff. I mean, I might get a Z6 block. I might swap to a Z6 head. I don't know. So I'm gonna measure the clearances and everything right. I'm gonna do this right, bro. I'm gonna enjoy it. So this is the start of a pretty long and interesting and detailed fun journey for me, man. So first engine that I'm gonna build. So stay with me, guys. All right, guys. Other than that, take care. Have a good weekend. I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys. Peace out.